He's so famous now that it's like, you ever meet somebody so famous that you think they don't do like regular stuff? Like imagine JayZ taking a dump.
Why? Is JayZ really the GOAT or overrated? Ooh. Who wants to answer that one first?
I know how I feel.
I mean,
JayZ
it depends on.
GOAT?
Well, for me, it depends on how you want to look at it. Like,
Yeah.
if you want to like it's almost the same argument as LeBron.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's like everybody wants to argue, well, LeBron can't be the GOAT because he didn't do da 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 da. Well, I beg to differ because I look at his overall success. He started as XYZ and now he's this through using this type of platform. So JayZ used hip hop to build his empire, whether people like it or not. And everything that he has around it as far as his business ventures and everything surround hip hop. His clothes, his liquor, his everything. Anything he sells or anything with a JayZ stamp on it revolves around hip hop. So I consider him the GOAT as a rapper.
I agree with that, but I do have I think the
Even
problem
his music
is
catalog speaks for itself.
JayZ is a dichotomy, not to keep using the same word, but he's a person and he is a figurehead for a corporation of people. He's not one person on one aspect. When you say JayZ, his name is attached to so many. He doesn't sit there and run every company.
Of course not.
No,
Right.
But
he knew
neither
which
does
ones to
Diddy.
choose, right?
But neither does Diddy.
Oh yeah, most that. I'm not. No. What I'm saying is, I think sometimes people want to say he's not the GOAT or this person is, and they're looking at him like as one person. He took his avenue of music, and he's doing all kinds of things that so many people who are saying that he ain't a GOAT just hating.
Yeah.
Because if
leveraged himself.
you know, it's kind of like when you go to the gas station and you look like, damn, $3.49 a gallon. It was only $3.19 yesterday. If it was your station, where would you have it at? If you owned it, would you have it at $3.49 or $3.19? So when you put it in perspective of if it was you, would you be doing things differently than JayZ? Maybe some, but at the same token, you would want his success. So if you want his success, don't hate on him. Yes, GOAT, definitely. I'm gonna say yes, GOAT.
I think he one of the coldest. He's definitely one of the coldest to leverage his rap career, like you said, and use it to like propel itself out of rap. Like I think JayZ always knew in his head, like I'm not gonna rap for forever, man.
Yeah.
Okay,
It's
if
always
you
about
don't,
the bigger picture.
if
Definitely.
you don't, then my question for you is how big is your plan? How big is your brand?
I really feel like how JayZ is operating right now is probably the smartest way to do it coming out of hip hop.
What you mean?
As far as like he got his feet.
Let's get you into the frame a little bit more. Hug that. We want people to see you.
He got his feet at the table, at one of the biggest tables
Yeah.
and music.
And then he let his talent shine.
And he created that table.
Yeah,
Right.
they actually is starting to build the table around him.
Yeah.
Like look at the Super Bowl performance.
Yeah.
That speaks for itself. Like you get at the table and then you automatically do that. You did something that nobody could never do as far as hip hop. So
Yeah.
yes, you are considered the GOAT. No matter if you know what I'm saying, JayZ, I'm not a big fan as far as like musically wise, because I just got hit late at the end of the day because I wasn't really listening to hip hop. So it's like I got to the point late, but when I got to the JayZ point where I actually started listening to him, listening to his lyrics, dude is a lyrical genius.
I think
And he did what he's supposed to do. So I consider him the GOAT.
He's so famous now that it's like, you ever meet somebody so famous that you think they don't do like regular stuff? Like imagine JayZ taking a dump.
why? Well,
But see,
But like you can't. It's almost unfathomable.
I'm a nurse,
No,
so
it's-
I'm gonna have to say I know
I
for a
wouldn't-
fact he has to.
but see,
Biological.
I wouldn't say
You
it's
say
about
no?
him being famous. It's more so it's his power.
Yeah.
It's not even about him being famous at this point. We already know he's famous.
I think people trip on the term
the power.
GOAT in general because you're saying greatest of all time, right? And so, like, I can't remember the cat's name. He used to play Tarzan. back in the day, right? And he was an Olympic swimmer. He was a gold medal winner. His times wouldn't even compete in high school today. So there's high school kids out swimming a gold medal Olympic swimmer.
Whenever you first
And
to
so-
do something, people gonna start capitalizing off of it and making it better.
At that
man.
time, wouldn't he have been the greatest? If he won gold in the Olympics,
Yeah.
but now he wouldn't even compete in high school, we've evolved. So
It
you
ain't,
can't
it ain't
really
never
say
one.
it's,
It ain't
it's-
never one GOAT.
It's
I agree.
It's generational. goals.
I totally agree.
Like
with
I
that.
just had this,
like
this conversation.
Muhammad Ali versus
Floyd.
or anybody
Like-
Tyson.
like that
Who
goes-
would have taken it? You can't really compare because they're two entirely different
But
fighters.
that's the not to try to break you off, but that's the term of the world. Regardless, at the end of the day, they always trying to put somebody in comparison with somebody else,
Right.
and that's the
When they
that's
both
the,
were
that's the problem
Kings of
the
their
world.
right. Yeah, I agree.
I feel like you have, like I said, it's generational goals. You have the kings of that time. Like it's just like the whole Jordan,
yep.
Kobe, LeBron argument. Okay,
Oh, right.
In the '90s, Jordan was the GOAT. We all know that. In the 2000s, Kobe was the GOAT. We all know that. 2010 and so far, it's been LeBron. You know what I'm saying? Same thing with boxing, like you said, it was Muhammad Ali. You can go up, then you say Tyson, then you can go up and you can say Floyd. Like you can keep going. Like it's generational.
And if you couldn't, that would be a bigger problem.
Mm-hmm.
That means we didn't evolve the sport. That means Muhammad Ali was the greatest in 1972,
and nobody
ever beat his.
Yeah.
You know, but you got to remember, Muhammad Ali set a standard, a level, and the next cats that followed him, they didn't start at they started here on his shoulders.
Exactly.
Right.
And a real GOAT has no. To me, being a real GOAT is kind of like being a father. I want my children
To be better.
to do better than me, bro.
I
You
feel like
started on these shoulders.
The only way to be, to go generations and generations of being a GOAT is to give to the new GOATs, like Gucci. People say Gucci
Yes.
is like,
You have to pass it down.
yeah, man, and he put on so many people that you the GOAT to so many people that you become like a infinite GOAT.